tossed some seeds out a while back. These are, I think, mostly just volunteers. Maybe some of the, I'm not sure if I tossed some of the seeds out over here or if they're just growing voluntarily. But got a little bit going on here. Staying busy doing the things. Got a nice little pomegranate growing here. Been slowly working on some stuff. Here's one of my cut and come again cabbages. Looks like some of the bugs are starting to get to them, but that's okay. I can let these random multiple heads grow. It might end up bolting, and I'm okay with that too. I gotta mix me up some dish soap with some garlic and jalapeno to get rid of those little cabbage worms there. That's no big deal. Doesn't seem like this one here has been chewed on any. It's starting to, oh yeah, it has. They're in there. Oh, well, that's all right. Here's the broccoli that bolted and went to seed. So I got a bunch of seed from Billy at the Wickershire Project's broccoli that he sent me. And he sent me this cabbage and a few other things I've got growing around. Got a volunteer tomato that come up over here we'll look at in a second. And these are more volunteer tomatoes from some, small cherry tomatoes that he had sent with just like a whole bunch of kind of like surprise seeds. Hey, see, hadn't had a whole bunch of luck with them. See what you can do. So I've been staying busy with that. I'm gonna pause and we're gonna walk over to this bigger part of the garden. All right, over here at the bigger part of the garden, here's another one. This is like a pink tomato of some sort that voluntarily came up this year from last year. Again, that's one of the ones that Billy at the Wickershire Project sent me. And I got so much stuff that I've been able to share and trade with people. If work stays busy like it has been, I'll be able to send out some packages here soon, which I'm kind of behind on and been really wanting to do, which is why I haven't done a whole bunch of packages talking about sending stuff out or any of that. So I'm going to get a bunch of stuff around and start getting that kind of stuff sent off. But we got dandelions here. Got a blueberry. Got the olive tree, and we got sunchokes here. They're pretty, they say they're invasive, but if it grows naturally in an environment, it's not invasive. It's its natural environment. Now, invasive is like kudzu, but, I've heard people call something like passion flower, which I've got growing, or passion fruit, whichever it is. I'm not sure. We'll see when it blooms. But if it's in its natural environment, it's not invasive. It naturally grows there, so it's going to do really well. And you may consider it invasive if you in your yard and you don't want it, like all this clover I've got growing instead of grass. Some people would say, oh, that's invasive, or even the chickweed here. But what's invasive is all this European grass that got brought over and spread because people wanted to have a nice lawn. Kids are fussing. Hold on. But anyway, so got a bunch going on here. Got lots of sunflowers. So last time you guys saw them, they obviously weren't this big. It's been a little bit of a while, and I've got way more than I had last year. So it's a good thing, and hopefully I can start selling some this year. We got some wild lettuce over here. I hate the little ragweed. It can be mistaken for carrot. I mean, it's got some medicinal uses, but that stuff grows like a weed. It's hard to get rid of. I let one of them go to seed last year, and it's great because that's my chop and drop. I pull it, drop it, it keeps the soil loose, keeps dropping nutrients back into the soil for all these nice plants to keep thriving. We just come through, and it's nothing crazy. Like I know it's all sunflowers out here for the most part, so I just grab a handful, rip it up, and drop it right back down. Got a lot of lamb's quarter out here. Lamb's quarter is some good stuff. It's edible, more nutritionally beneficial than like most of your spinaches and lettuce and greens or whatnot. But really good, really nutritious for you. There's a lot more in here, like the chickweed and the clover. You make a nice salad with a lot of this stuff. Then, of course, like, I don't know what that is. It just randomly came up. My neighbor told me what it was. He looked it up, and I don't know. I think it's cool, so I left it. And there's quite a few of them in there, bring in some more pollinators and whatnot. I got to come through and weed this area here. These strawberries are doing really well. They're starting to put out runners, so I think by next year, most of this area here is going to be strawberries. I don't know. We'll see. I know I'm going to dig a bunch of stuff up and move it around come fall time. So over here, uh, got a little bit of kohlrabi and uh, cauliflower. And there's carrots and stuff mixed in here. Like, no one is christening my plants. So, look, I mean, we got carrots growing. And the carrots are doing good with the weeds, you know. I mean, again, I, not a problem. I can come out here, look real quick. There's no carrots. Just pick it up, shake the dirt out, and drop it down. And we got good ground cover. Adds more to the soil. And, you know. But anyways, it's all looking good. It's amazing. I haven't had much luck with carrots, but I kept these watered really, really well, and they seem to be doing fantastic this year. So, yep, that was the main thing, keeping the water on them. The only thing I've seen that works better is toss out some cardboard on it for a week or whatnot. And here's one of the first kohlrabis I've got. I'm not exactly sure what or how to do with these things, so any ideas, just let me know. I seen you can like chop them up or boil them or something. I don't know. Give me some ideas if anybody's got any. Uh, got some prickly pear and strawberries. The prickly pears I've kind of spread everywhere. Prickly pear is, you know, this cactus pad here, and they put out little green fruits that turn purple and are freaking delicious. And again, got a lot of ragweed and stuff through here that we got to come and pull out. So my friend Sleepless in the Carolinas, she has been such an awesome friend and person to me. Like, she's always shared with me. We anytime we get something new, we're like, hey, this I got this. Do you want any? And so it's awesome that we both benefit so much from it. So I got these hostas from her, and they started off way smaller than this, and they've spread like crazy. So I had to get them in the ground. So I pulled them in half, and I got one over here, and I've got one over here with a prickly pear. And you know, I'll have to look that weed up. It looks familiar. I can't remember right off the top of my head what it is though. Yeah. Anyway, so got the ditch over here. I started planting canna lilies and got a had a banana plant over here. Maybe it's still over here. Oh, yep, there it is. Guess I got to get some water on it. But yeah, I've been spreading stuff around, trying to plant up the neighborhood a little bit more at a time. You know, get stuff going. These are other things that I got from Sleepless in the Carolinas. These are a bunch of plums. Uh, and sometimes I don't always jumping over everything. Don't always remember, but I'm pretty sure these I call Fred's plums. Why? Well, uh, a friend of hers named Fred gave them to her, and he passed, and so we remember and call it Fred's plums to keep the memory alive. We got some celosia and coxcomb down here and spinach, and I came through and I planted some bottle gourd. Gonna try that out, see if I have any luck with it, and plant some more melons and stuff. Because I harvested potatoes from this area, and I harvested my potatoes from this area. And so I come back through and I planted more sunflowers. I really like my sunflowers. They bring in a lot of pollinators. They also they draw in the stink bugs. They keep them off my tomatoes and all my other plants. So love them a lot. Now which is why I also plant dill. Dill keeps the hornworms off of my tomatoes. Works out really well. We got some volunteer potatoes coming up in a couple spots through here where I planted them last year, and they decided they wanted to come back, so they did. I got a dang it, I don't see it. Hold on, give me a second. I gotta move the weeds out of the way or something. Okay, here it is. Nice little sweet potato. It's starting to do really well. Putting off a lot of slips. The kids covered it with a bunch of the weeds when they were helping out. Ow. Anyway, got a lot of potatoes going here, another bed here, and another bed back over there. Everything's looking really, really well right now. I got a bunch of pawpaw that I'm super excited, and I hope they come up because I ordered all these seeds offline, and they take forever. They said they're stratified. When they're stratified, you want to keep them moist. They came in kind of dry, so I'm a bit nervous about them. Um, Got some nice purple basil for some color that I need to transplant out. I don't know what these things are, but these things grow like crazy and spread like crazy. And again, sleepless in the Carolina, she gave me this ginger, and it stayed alive over the winter. And she's like, cover it. I got lazy. I left it in a big container like this with some of the turmeric that she gave me, and the turmeric's coming back. She said hers died, so hopefully whenever I get more that come up in some of these other spots besides just the one, I'm gonna get her some. And even if it's just the one and it starts spreading and looking good, I'm gonna get her some. So here's one of the pawpaws that I grew from seed. Looks good out in the full sun. This is its second year of life. One plant that I haven't had much luck with is these artichokes, but I've got 2 of them growing at the moment. And out of the 2 packs only of seeds that I bought, only two of the artichokes popped out and actually survived. So we got the dill here. We got some more coxcomb, more sunflowers.